Good afternoon, this is Ivan Yakinov, and you know what time it is again. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the gorilla that's dominating Facebook and NBC Nightly News headlines. In case you're not familiar with story, allow Mr. Yakinov to bring you up to speed. The little boy got a little curious around the enclosure the gorilla was staying inside the zoo there, and unfortunately he got inside. Once the gorilla went over to boy and picked him up and dragged him off to side there, everybody suddenly just flipped shit and they're like, oh my god. What's Facebook about it? And everybody wanted to place blame off on zoo that they had to shoot the gorilla to protect the little boy. Everybody freaking out. Oh, why didn't they use tranquilizer guns? So on and so forth. Well, it's not like movie, okay? You don't just shoot dart, hit the animal, and then just go to bed. Take a few minutes to sedate the animal. Everybody want to blame the zoo. Oh, the fences weren't high enough. The cages were not, good enough to keep child out. We should all just file a lawsuit on the zoo. Listen here. It's not zoo's responsibility to watch your damn child, whore. That falls back on you. You should have been holding hand of child. But you didn't, and child got away and it was nearly killed. I have no problem calling spade what the spade is. It's whore's fault. She should have been watching child. Last time I checked, that's child neglect. Huh? Yes, but nobody want to actually point finger at the real cause of problem, which, as stated before, was all whore. Certainly was not the gorilla's fault that they got a little curious. Listen here, animal spends entire life inside the cage. And, eventually, after watching day's events over and over and over, knowing that anytime something comes inside enclosure, chances are it's chow time. Maybe he just viewed it as a, extra snack. Oh, this one looks a little different than what they usually give me. This one's live and squirming, but, oh, shit. If you ask me, here's what should have went down in this situation. Even if they had to shoot the gorilla, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, human life should take precedent, as it did. However, maybe instead of shooting the gorilla, or after they got done shooting the gorilla, maybe they could have just shot whore with Kalashnikov.
No, you can't say that, because if you say that, then that means the parents were responsible, and this is 2016. We're not responsible for anything that we do. It's always somebody else's fault.
No, whore. It's precisely your fault. It's all your fault. See, that's what happens when you become mother. You have small life form. It's completely dependent upon you. And sometimes it needs to be taught right from wrong. And unfortunately, the child did not know that it was wrong. It should not have went inside the enclosure, but you knew it shouldn't have. Maybe if you weren't so busy being on your cell phone, Facebooking, maybe your child would not have got inside.
I never thought of it that way. I'll be damned.
It's just a shame. Big Black Gorilla lost his life, and Black Lives Matter, they were nowhere to be found. Ah!